The other day, for instance, I have booked a workshop for the end of the year around systemic practice. So I put that in there. I put in the training plan. I put in the date. I put that in the CPD section. But then on my tracker, I wrote added CPD workshop session for December, so that it's like a working document and it keeps moving with me.
Yeah, no, we do something very similar. I think what I was trying to say when we had the last meeting was what comes out of this is I find these sessions are good for benchmarking, and what we normally ask providers, if they're comfortable to do so, obviously you've got to redact your personal information, but is if they're comfortable sharing templates. And a lot of people have found them really useful. Like for example, for some of the smaller providers who either never done it or people like us who are now reviewing. I don't think our policy our documents are the best. We're reviewing everything at the moment. They provide a really good benchmark. So I think one of the things that, if I don't know, Michelle, if you want to, or Lee, because you said that you've got a number of homes, if you guys are happy to share a template, we can put that forward when we give our feedback.
I've only got one home, but I just meant I've managed a number of homes. So I've written workforce development plans in several sections, but I'm just a register manager of here. But I am always happy to share my practice and receive practice, because like together we learn more, don't we? And it's all about
I'll be honest with you, when you're new, I mean, we are still relatively new because all our homes open kind of all in one go. So I would still class ourselves as relatively new because we're still learning a lot. And I'll be honest with you, the best thing that's ever happened to me is the network that I've been developing, just working with people. There's some things I've been able to share because we come from a business background. So when it comes to business, finance, anything like that, we're really good at. But when it comes to the policies, procedures, we're not as I would say as good. Because my background, I'm a lawyer. My husband's a chartered accountant. So if anyone's got any issues regarding that, we're happy to help. But obviously, with regards to like HR, we're really good at HR, legal stuff. I mean, we've done more than our fair share of disciplinaries. But obviously, when it comes to benchmarking, like workforce development plans, we had another one, business continuity plan, the other day that we got a benchmark for, and it was actually really, really helpful because we were able. I wouldn't say it was bad, but we were able to benchmark. And so, yeah, Michelle, if you wouldn't mind sharing that, you don't have to share it directly to us. You can share it with the ladies who organize it. And they're happy to share it. But my experience has been that they're not sharing the things that we're giving to them.
Yeah, no, I'm more than happy. So I can give you my email address. We can all share email address. If we put it in the chat, it might be seen by everyone and they'd be like, what are you doing? But
I think they're happy just to let you know, I did confirm this with them. They're happy for us to share our email addresses and the whole point of this is a network. It's a network. So they've said that they're happy for you to do that. But as I said, you probably don't want to share your email with everyone. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
For your email addresses, Michelle, if you don't mind.
Pardon, say that again?
Do you mind sharing just vocalizing?
No, so it's my first name with a dot and then my last name as it's shown on the screen there. And then as with all local authorities, it's literally just at wokingham.gov.uk.
Wokingham.gov.uk. Okay. No, thank you for that.
And I'm more than happy to share my workforce development plan and tracker because it's not a confidential document. There's no names of any children in there. Staff names are initials only. But if people would find that useful, I'm more than happy to share.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Michelle. I think what's worked well was I don't do the workforce development plan. The managers obviously doing for their own homes. But what I found, and obviously that's probably something we need to say. Workforce development plans are specific for your homes. I have known. Yes. I used to be a regional lead for IHA. Well, I still am. And one thing was quite funny. They used to have a general workforce development plan across the company. And I was like, well, that can't work because the whole point is it's got to be specific for your home. So just for those of you who are starting out, the workforce development plan has got to be specific for each home, clearly, because you've got different individuals who have different needs specifically. I've only recently started making that more of a live document. So rather than reviewing it once in a year and then obviously... Yeah. Planning ahead once and then reviewing it every 6 months. It's as in when we go. If someone finds a really good course, they'll share it with all the managers. If we all agree that's going to be something that staff can benefit from, then we'll put it in. Like recently, we said that because our young people are really, really high end, so we've decided to do clinical consultations every month, and that's been amazingly received from all our staff and the managers. So we've obviously fed back to them. They all, told us what they were getting from it. So rather than a one-off PACE training, which we do every year, we've now added the clinical consultations every month, which is added in. And I highly recommend that for anyone who's working with young people who who've got very challenging behavior. There's not necessarily
Who leads on them?